All right.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey. And this is Amy. We're kicking off a new series tonight. We're going to be reviewing movies before we see them, and then in the middle of seeing them, and then after seeing them. And we're going to see how much we agree. Part of what we're doing is we're going to kind of talk about what the movie is going to be about just by looking at the DVD cover. Well, we redboxed this one, so this will be pretty interesting. Amy, what do you think this movie called Super 8 is going to be about?
As I said earlier, I'm guessing motels and trains.
Okay. Well, I actually listened to the previews, and so I know it's going to have something to do with...
You listened or watched?
Well, I think we both watched them, but I know it has to do with cameras and aliens, I think.
I saw trains.
Yes, there's a train.
Or an 8-ball.
Okay.
Somewhere.
I disagree with you strongly. And so, yeah, anything else you want to say before we watch this?
No.
Nope? All right. Roll film.
Ready?
No. Hold on.
People just died. You shouldn't be laughing.
Who died? Wait.
Well,
Well, I never...
people have died. The dog ran away.
All
And
the
now,
dogs ran away.
and now, yeah.
I would have run away.
You tried
away.
to earlier in the movie.
I did.
So, do you still think this movie is about motels?
No, not necessarily, but I don't think you should bathe with another man's sugar cubes. I think that it's pretty tasteless and gross, and that's what those are. They look like sugar cubes. And
You're talking about the little alien. Well, I think they're alien
the
artifacts.
Cube,
Yeah. Okay.
I
So you
haven't
think
seen
they're
all the
sugar
Transformers.
cubes? I don't think they're Transformers.
No,
but
no,
they might
but
transform later on. They're doing
I can't
vibrating
really fathom
things.
I don't know. No, well,
They were all set to silent before they put on the train. They were put on the train.
so is that what blew the thingy off the train?
No, the train hit a truck.
Well, no, well that was a little excessive. That was a pretty small truck compared to the size of that train. But no, but I mean like when the door thingy blew off of the train, was that from the little vibrating sugar cubes?
No, I think that was from whatever killed the teenager with the Walkman and the sheriff and is taking...
Is it a zombie alien?
Probably not, because the kids are making a zombie film, and I think our writers have demonstrated a higher level of creativity than that.
So you don't think anything is going to turn into a zombie?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't like zombies.
No, well, figure. I think it's extraterrestrial because we're dealing with the Air Force. If it were zombies, we would probably have a more ground-based arm of the military involved.
That's a good point.
So yeah, probably aliens from another planet.
Where do you think Russia fits in?
Right above Mongolia and east of Europe.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right, as well you should.
Okay.
Okay, let's watch the second half of this film.
I need water.
Okay.
Okay.
You're on.
That's about how the last half of the film went. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that had anything to do with hotels or motels.
No.
Nope. What was it really about?
E.T. in tarantula form that eats people meets Goonies, and it...
Aliens. Called it.
Aliens.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know what to say. Anyway, yeah, it was about aliens.
So would you...
It was terrifying. I thought I would like it better than Cowboys vs. Aliens, or whatever that one was called, but I didn't. Because at the end, there were still people hanging upside down, waiting to be eaten.
No, they were freed, because remember, the alien was gone.
Did he eat the...
Well, people started waking up. Anyway, so... No, that was just the kid, saying stupid stuff. So, what'd you think of the movie?
I didn't like the movie.
You didn't like? I
No.
actually kind of liked it. I thought it had a spellbinding storyline and compelling characters.
There wasn't any singing or dancing. I like singing and dancing in my movies. And
Well-
princesses
Well,
that sing and dance.
well, we don't know that Alien could have been a princess. Alien.
That's true.
I mean, well, I don't know.
Like
the
in
guy.
his own
Well,
race,
the professor
or
did
her
call.
own race.
Well,
Or-
no, because the professor did refer to it as him, and since they had a psychic connection, I don't think he would have been so confused about the gender, unless the alien
That's a good point.
had been confused
That's logical.
beforehand. All right,
That's logical.
so Super 8. I think it lived up to my expectations. I was satisfied, and thanks for reviewing Super 8 with me.
Okay.
We should do it again sometime.
Not Super 8 though.
Should we do? Well, no, we've already seen it.
Well, yeah,
don't need
but
to review
you
it
said do
again.
it again sometime, and that would
We'll
mean
review-
like
Okay, we'll review another movie at another time.
another one that we haven't seen, or we have. Well,
We'll
it would
see.
be okay.
I'm an alien!
I really want you to do that. I really don't want. I have to sleep tonight, and I don't have curtains on all the. Okay.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Because you can see. Well, things can see in, but you can't see out. And there could be things looking at you while you're trying to sleep.
Ooh, we should watch The Walking Dead tomorrow.